Go for Skrelv, but then it gets haste, but then we throw the battle menu at them. They literally just don't see this coming right now. That's the beauty of this card. It just has so much value on it. Super flexible, and they're not going to like that they lost their Skrelv either. What's going on YouTube? Achilles here, and today I put together a mono white control deck, and with the Final Fantasy set out, we have a bunch of new cards we're trying out, such as Ultima, which could destroy all artifacts and creatures, and then you end the turn. So everything under the stack that would trigger upon getting destroyed won't. So it's a very interesting card. And then we're also trying out White Auracite, which is an interesting card in the sense that it can remove something that's not a land, and then we could produce one more white mana with it while it's on the board. But the main star of the show today is Battle Menu, because this card does it all. It can create tokens, it could buff up the toughness, it could destroy a creature with 4 or greater power, and you could even gain 4 life, and this is all at instant speed, so there's a whole bunch of different things you could do with this card. So this is just a control player's dream of flexibility. We play this card with the mono white token shell, and we just make a bunch of tokens, and we use this card reactively against our opponent. So let's get right into this list. We got 1 Authority of the Consuls, 1 Elspeth Smite, 4 Soul Guide Lantern, 4 Battle Menu, 4 Caretaker, 4 Get Lost, 4 Caretaker's Talent, 2 Enduring Innocence, 1 Split Up, 1 Beza the Bounding Spring, 2 Day of Judgment, 1 White Auracite, 4 Elspeth Stormslayer, 1 Ultima. For the lands we got 1 Ishgard the Holy Sea, 13 Plains, 4 Demolition Field, 4 Fountainport, 2 Mirrex, and 2 Sunken Citadel. If you're new here, I have new videos coming out every day. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos as well as member shoutouts. Let's get right into these games. With Battle Menu, we're just going to pass. This might just be some kind of... Actually, I don't even know what they're playing. But I am going to try to bring out this... Oh, I know what they're playing. I've seen this. Or at least I ran into something like this once where they try to mill you out with the blue crystal. And then the Adventurer land that's new, they use that. So it could be something like that, but I could also be very wrong. There goes that. It's a good thing we got the second one. Oh yeah, definitely melon.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will. Heal.
Let's just get rid of this now. And if they counter it, we have now they get lost. I'm gonna end up getting rid of the Soul Guide Lantern to draw a card. Well, it's a good card. Okay. I'm gonna play the land. They can have Spell Pierce or something, so keeping the extra 2 mana up could be relevant right now. Or they could just totally just counter it without even giving me a choice, like that, for example. That's fair. Just gonna keep swinging with this 2-2 until we win. Yeah, it's that card. That with the blue crystal, at least what I saw was a deck of its own, so... Okay, so we have another Caretaker's talent. The question is, will it get countered? I'm gonna find out right now. Oh my god. It really did. I really didn't think it was, but, you know, listen. They did the first two, they might as well get rid of the third one, right? That's fair. So now it comes down to just making a bunch of fish with our good friend the knight over here. See, there's the water crystal. It's all coming together now. So good. Alright, we're gonna make our fish. Go for the swing, some damage in. Slowly but surely just making a board. And they're playing mono blue, so they don't really have many ways at all to deal with the board. Just a few gimmicky cards, but let's see. So this is 6 damage, so we should win next turn. I see there's the gimmicky cards right there. Yeah, I mean, listen, we can't do anything about that. Do we need any more lands? Probably not. That's actually really relevant right now. We could get those cards back to our hand soon. So I actually might keep that in our hand. At the same time, though, we just want to make a bunch of fish so we could win the game quick, so I don't think we want to worry about drawing cards against a mill duck, especially when we could produce all these creatures, so that's the game plan. Before they could do what they gotta do and mill us out, we're gonna play it like that. So we're gonna make another rabbit. We want to just keep pushing for damage. There we go. This will help us quite a bit. Let's see if this resolves. It does. Very fancy. What does this card say? Attacking creatures. Okay. So I'm going to do it like this, just in case if they have another one of those, then we could just deal with it accordingly. So we go to combat. Alright, so technically this should be enough for next turn to win. But at the same time, if they have... Do we know one of these? Makes a creature, why not? If they have another Aetherize, then we will be in trouble, because that card is really powerful. I'm just gonna get rid of it in case they could return it to their hand somehow. Who knows? That's a card. Okay, it's not looking good. But at the same time, okay, I was about to say. That's 4 or 5, yeah.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us. I will clear your mind.
The problem is, blue spells cost 1 less, so they could use that card again. It all just depends if they have it or not, because I'm going to lose next turn. I'm pretty wait a minute. This card might have just saved us. Because now they won't be able to use that Aetherize if I get rid of this. So now we're going to put the counters. And we're just going to go swinging. Nice. Opponent goes first. This is a good hand though. We just need a turn 2 play and then we really have everything we need. Maybe if it was a Caretaker or something, but we're going to find out. Well, it's definitely not a Caretaker. But either way, this is just such a good card not to play multiple copies of. It's probably one of the best Planeswalkers released for Mono White. It just does it all. Like, if you compare this to the 4-drop Elspeth, like, which one's better? Obviously this one. Costs 1 more, but the value on it is insane. They totally shouldn't get rid of Caretaker's talent. But they are a smart player. We could easily find one though. Even without that, we still have Enduring Innocence as a form of draw power, and even Fountainport gets the job done, but obviously it's a Soul Guide Lantern kind of game. There's a land, so can't go wrong with that. As long as we don't get destroyed early on, then we're good. But dealing with stuff like Lily will be rough, because if we don't have a get lost, then we're kind of in trouble.
You're telling me what you know about the Raven Man. We all have things we'd rather forget.
There's Enduring Innocence. That's really good, though. So at least it's a step in the right direction. The only thing they could really do to make my life harder is if they use a North Affliction, but if they -2 the Enduring Innocence, I'm not really worried. If anything, they just don't touch our hand.
Sacrifices must be made.
And if they can't get rid of Enduring Innocence, then it will forever be just a draw power engine for us. What are you playing? I'm very curious. Is it some kind of Dimir Mill deck? Well, we're gonna find out right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's a Reanimator deck. Well, it's a good thing we got the Soul God Lantern. Now we know not to use it randomly. Oh yeah, you're gonna use the Bitter Trap. So next turn's gonna be huge for us because... there it is. No Zombify for you.
I'm tired of your secrets.
So now this is where we try to overwhelm them with value. And between Elspeth, Enduring Innocence, now Caretaker, we have plenty of token generation. Plus we got Mirrex in the land base right now. So we are chilling. I always really thought that card was cool. It's just sorcery speed, that's the only problem with it. Well, they're not gonna like this. Let's make some more soldiers. We get to go first, and this hand's really good. All we need is one more land, and then we are in business. I don't think Soul Guide Lantern is such a priority, especially against a deck we don't know what it is yet, so it's better to do this instead of having no turn 2 play anyway. And as much as we want to have a third Caretaker's talent in our hand, I think we're gonna pass. We can't even play one. We need to get a third land. So, meanwhile, this dude got summoned. I'm not even gonna pronounce that right now, but it's okay. We go for Caretaker's talent number 1, and just go from there. It's pretty sick, actually. I like that effect. Lightning Strike the rabbit. What a play. What is this deck they're playing? I'm like so fascinated by this. Alright, so this is the move. We are going to make a rabbit. I'm gonna draw that land. And that's it. We're gonna throw the battle menu at them. Oh wait, it gets rid of itself. I see. But then, okay, so it does sacrifice on 3. But they have that lingering effect right now. When you next cast, that's the text word. The wording on that is so funny. Alright, so we lose the rabbit. Go for Skrelv, but then it gets haste, but then we throw the battle menu at them. They literally just don't see this coming right now. That's the beauty of this card. It just has so much value on it. Super flexible, and they're not gonna like that they lost their Skrelv either. So now we go into Elspeth, which will definitely push us ahead even more. And we're pretty much ready for everything and anything. Another one of this guy over here. For 2 mana though, that card is really cool. Any turn you put a lore counter on this saga, you may play that card. So interesting. I think we'll make another token, draw a little bit. We gotta wait a turn in order to win, I believe. Yeah, a little shy. So we'll just keep pumping out stuff for now. Okay. Can't really do anything about that. I mean, it's not gonna really matter. It's not enough to really do anything. Yeah, because we just block these, and we just don't care about Screaming Nemesis. That card is definitely a pain to deal with. Okay. Yep, we got it. Just gonna go for the big swing. Okay. Not bad, actually. We have a decent amount of lands. We don't have a turn 1 or turn 2 play, but it's all good. You can't always get the perfect hand. But then we run into the question, what are opponents even playing? It's a 4th land. Okay. So personally, I think Caretaker's talent is better than Enduring Innocence on curve because, let's say they remove it or bounce it. If it was a creature, it's definitely a lot easier to get removed or exiled out. Now, there's so many different scenarios. But with Caretaker's talent, if they don't have enchantment or non land removal, then, you know, it's just the better choice. We're gonna do it this way. We could get a couple draws. Don't need another one of those. Day of Judgment's definitely gonna be useful if they're trying to bring out some kind of creature. Very fancy. They're setting up for something really powerful. So we gotta be ready. Gaining this life and having this get lost will definitely be useful. I'm going to do it like this, because we get rid of this, and they lose a mana for a creature, and we still have 2 mana for Get Lost. It's better to play just safe, just in case they do some explosive play, and we tap out, and they're like, oh wait, we can't do anything now. So we have 6 lands. I think we gotta first find more lands for us. So we're gonna use this to produce more mana. This will give us 2 draws. Find extra lands. So now we can use Get Lost and have the Soul Guide Lantern down, just as an extra thing to have. Plus, if they ever do use the graveyard, then we could use the Get Lost, which is, well, if they use the graveyard, we just get rid of it, or whatever kind of crazy cards they have. Just gotta be ready for everything, like that, for example. So what are the crazy cards they're playing? It's not bad, actually. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a game now, because they're going to gain a bunch of life, draw a bunch of cards. Okay. And it begins. Very interesting. Honestly, I can't do nothing about it. I'm just gonna have to set up for Day of Judgment. And then afterwards, well, before a Day of Judgment, I'm going to get lost. The Vaultborn is going to bring out a token. And then a Day of Judgment, so the board will be definitely clear after that. If they commit more to the board, though, I'll be okay with that, because it's just more cards we're getting rid of. They have 9 cards in their hands, so even if they commit, it's fine. They still have to discard cards anyway. Look at all that. It's a ton of value for them. But I'm not worried yet. Go for their big swing. We get rid of Vaultborn. They once again get to draw a card, gain some life, and we will take 7. So now they gotta discard 4 cards. First things first, we're going to use the Day of Judgment. Gotta wipe that whole board. And I think now we gotta replenish our hand a little bit. Can't go wrong with more lands. Battle menu is definitely going to be useful in this matchup. At the end of the day, if we could just out-resource them, even if they go through their whole deck, if we just answer everything accordingly throughout this whole game, we should be okay. Because the way that we build this deck is we don't really care what we run into. Well, it's Omniscience and play the Soul Guy Lantern, but we just deal with every board they make, and we just try to draw cards to make up for everything we use, and we just keep doing that until we win. Unless they play something so crazy and over the top to break our momentum, we are okay. Alright, so we're going to draw 2 more cards and get a nice full hand for the start of next turn. We already have a land for next turn, so we're going to skip out on that for now. We still find a land. Caretaker's Talent. I don't know if I want to do another one because we're going to draw too much and I don't want to overdraw, because that is a thing. Instead, we're going to go for Elspeth. I think we are gonna just make some really powerful tokens. More the merrier.
I welcome all allies.
I should have done it this after the Elspeth, so I would have got to draw off the Enduring Innocence, but it's fine. We don't want to deck out. They might deck out before us if they keep drawing, so keeping a gap between our deck count is very relevant, especially in these grinding games. I'm always looking at how many cards they have in their deck, because if you can't produce enough of like any pressure on your opponent, then you always have to think, hey, maybe I should just win by decking them out, because that's always an option no matter what, as long as you have more cards in your deck. And if you can't lose, then that means they can't win. So you just grind out the game, and then running out of cards is just a natural win con, so. But with everything we have on the board, I don't really think we're going to deck him out. I think we could just actually beat him down. I think we just keep building. They have enough mana for Smuggler's Surprise too. We have to be ready for that. I'm not going to run into that. So that would be very unfortunate. I think we just keep going wide then. Get Lost is very useful. That's for sure. So we got 2 battle menus. We might as well just test out what they have, and if they go Smuggler's Surprise, then okay, they have Smuggler's Surprise. But we have all this open mana, so we're ready for them. See, they have it. I knew it. Nice. Alright, I mean, that's fair. We can't get rid of any of them because of the indestructible either. So, what's the next play then, may I ask? We're going to gain some life. And we're going to keep the rest of our mana open. And honestly, I'm fine with them. What the heck is that doing in there? I'm fine with them doing this because this is literally like them milling themselves. Or if anything, they're quote-unquote drawing cards. But at the end of the day, they have 21 now to our 34, increasing the length of the gap between our deck sizes. So, like I said, if they can't win, then, and if we just defend ourselves the whole time, then they'll just deck out. And that's going to be our game plan, especially since they're playing another Vaultborn Tyrant, which means more life gain, more draw power. Depending on what the Bone Horde Dracosaurs swing at, I will use my 2 cards in my hand accordingly. I gotta just figure out what they're gonna do. But they just keep drawing cards, and they don't have a choice either. They have to draw those cards. Sure, why not? If it's a land, 1 less card. 16 now. Gonna make it 15? Let's find out. Nope. They have 2 more treasures, and they go for that guy. So funny. Okay, so who do they swing with? That is the big question. Everything at me? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Alright, so check it out. And that would be 11 damage at us. I'm gonna take that. It's 11 damage. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. We'll take the 11. Go to 10. Go for the Fountainport now. Do they have a follow-up play, or what are they doing? Oh, the guy just scarred, I see. Okay, so now play land. We go for the Day of Judgment. I get some extra draws. Actually, I'm going to keep the Vaultborn up because that means they have to draw more cards, so I could get rid of that anytime I want. So I think that makes more sense.
Join the fight.
We have all this open mana to do stuff. Yeah. Just gonna wait and see what they do, actually. There's no rush at this point. The bigger the board they make, the more cards they're gonna draw, the more life they're gonna gain. I don't know if they realize they're gonna die from decking out, but I mean, they have to push damage at the same time. We don't even have to use our removal spells, we could just literally double block. Eight cards now. Let's make some fish. Yeah, I discard again. Alright, so we're gonna -3 on the flyer. We're gonna make these fish even stronger now. Because we have all this mana right now, we might as well. We just have to keep some open extra for, yeah, but they know. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comment section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.